Hello everyone, welcome to ParkTV 16 Sports on location. Here in this new year, 2018, we are broadcasting from St. Louis Park, Minnesota, specifically St. Louis Park High School. And tonight we bring you St. Louis Park girls varsity basketball. Tonight the Orioles come in with a record of 7-4 out of the Metro West Conference, and they are hosting Watertown-Mayer out of the Wright County West Conference, out west of the metro area, and they come in with a 9-2 record. So this could be an interesting matchup. The larger school, St. Louis Park, against the smaller school, the Royals of Watertown-Mayer, and we are about to begin. We'll get to the starting lineups in just a second. Tipping off for St. Louis Park is number 32, Kendall Coley, the 9th grader, and the tip starts out to Watertown-Mayer. Number 11 gets it, Emma Ragnar, and it's quickly stolen by number 31, that's Shayla Miller, one of the standouts for St. Louis Park. Keep an eye on her, and there's Kendall Coley. Air ball off the start, rebound though, number 15, Sophie Ullman, and now out beyond the three-point line is number 14, Lindsey Olsen, the junior forward, hits a three, and they're up quickly, 3-0. St. Louis Park likes to apply a lot of pressure full court, and they are doing the same here today. Very cold outside here in St. Louis Park, but nice and warm here in the gymnasium. Happy you're along with us tonight. First game of the new year for both teams. That's Shayla Miller who got the first basket, and they call traveling. Could have called a foul there, but traveling is the call on Shayla Miller, St. Louis Park's first turnover, and they are instituting the full court press. There is that beautiful shot on the replay by Shayla Miller. Nice start for her from shooting, and there is a lead pass down underneath to number 25 for Mayer. That is Ella Foley, 5'9" sophomore, gets the first points for Watertown-Mayer, and now that's Shayla Miller at the top of the key. Man-to-man match-up defense employed by Watertown-Mayer, which is sort of a combination of zone and man. At the top of the key, that's Kendall Coley. She rips off a three. Off the mark, she gets her own rebound, but there's a whistle. Not sure what the call is. I think he may have thought it went off the top of the backboard and therefore out of bounds. Let's see the replay. Oh, look at this nice camera angle underneath. Number 25, that's Anna Keith, that was Monica Cesano, 6'2" senior, that got those points for Watertown-Mayer. Now there's a three launched by number 14, Emma Moss, off the mark. Rebound to Watertown-Mayer, feed down low to Monica, and that is intercepted by St. Louis Park, and they quickly bring it on the right side. That is number 21 for Park, Jordan Turek, and we got a whistle, ball out of bounds to St. Louis Park. They'll have a throw in. Here is the replay right there, and boy, it looked like she got hacked. No foul called, even though the referee was right there. So inbounds play here. Throwing it in to Shayla Miller. Or excuse me. Yeah, that was Shayla Miller. And that's Miller at the top of the key. Number 14 was Lindsey Olsen, and she got those first 3 points for St. Louis Park. My fault, apologize. And here she is, Olsen with her second shot from three-point land. Off the mark, rebound to the Royals. Quickly up into the front court, pass underneath to Monica, and it is off the mark. She fights for her own rebound, and Olsen comes away with it, and unfortunately throws it out of bounds. You can see Coach Arsenio Richardson barking instructions from the sideline. He's a first-year coach here at St. Louis Park, and he likes to play high-pressure, high-tempo basketball. Last time we broadcasted from here, they beat Chaska, a very formidable team from Carver County. Okay, there's Watertown's number 5. Her name is Maggie Cesano. So she must be the sister of Monica Cesano, number 25, the 6'2" senior, and she has the ball at the top. Looking down low, blocked by Coley, and out of bounds to Watertown-Mayer. First half here, 3-2, low scoring affair to begin with. Look for St. Louis Park to get hot. They are a very streaky shooting team, and once they get hot, it is lights out for them. Or for their opponent, I should say. Driving the lane nicely there is number 5 for Watertown. That is Maggie Cesano. She draws the foul and gets the hoop. A chance at a three-point play. Here's the inbounds play. It's Maggie Cesano at the top of the key, drives, nice crossover dribble and twists to the left hand, and nice touch, gets it in. And she is a lefty, and she nails the free throw. So a 2-point lead for Watertown-Mayer. And here comes the Orioles quickly down the court. That's Olsen with it, over to number 21, Jordan Turek. And we got a foul inside. Who are they gonna call that on? Is that Monica Cesano? Nope. Here's the replay, and boy, it was not much of a foul there, but that benefits the Orioles. So throw in. Each team has one team foul. Olsen, another three-point shot. She misses. She's 1 for 3 on the night. And that is Maggie Cesano, number 5, at the point position, brings the ball into the front court. Oh, that looked like a travel, uncalled by number 14. Emma Moss got away with one. Number 10 has it, that's Grace Knutson, 5'6" guard. She drives the right side, pulls up, launches a short jumper off the mark, rebound, Turek. And that's taken away, a little sloppy here early on. 5-3 lead for Watertown-Mayer, the Royals out of the Wright County West Conference. And there was the, well, boy, tough call. Yeah, it looked like a travel. All right, Kendall Coley at the top of the key, over to Turek. Nice ball movement there by the Orioles, Shayla Miller. Now that's number 15, Sophie Ullman, and she drives nicely. Sophie Ullman, the junior guard, on the board, ties it up at 5. Just under 14 minutes to go here, first half. That is Monica Cesano to the top of the key. That's number 10, Grace Knutson, and both teams exhibiting great ball movement. And here comes Ullman, gives it up. That was a travel. Certainly looked like one, and she knew it. She's shaking her head. Yep, here it was. Ullman, nice little pass, and yep, a couple steps before she got the dribble down. Easily correctable, so we have now into the game. Here's that nice, look at that dribbling in traffic and the layup, nicely done by Ullman. Didn't see a lot of her in our first broadcast from St. Louis Park earlier this year, or last year I should say, but earlier in this season, and she is making her presence known here in this game tonight. All right, on the left side, that's number 14, Emma Moss. Top of the key to Knutson, and nicely taken away by Olsen, 14, and she quickly gives it up. Over to number 12, quick shot, that's gonna be off the mark, air ball. Shot there by number 12, Libby Heilman, 5'7" guard, and underneath, rebound, Watertown-Mayer's number 10 gets her own rebound, that's Grace Knutson, 10, captain, and the Orioles come away with it, and that is Turek bringing it up the court. Over to Olsen. Back to Turek at the top of the key. She drives left, gives it up to number 23. That's Reagan Alexander just into the game, and that shot is off the mark, out of bounds. And now we have more substitutions into the match for the Orioles. Is number 3, Joelle Sheffield. Keep an eye on her. When we were here broadcasting before, there goes Ullman, and Olsen had a nice run there early on. They'll get a breather. Also into the match is number 11, Taya Hayden, a senior guard. But keep an eye on number 3, Joelle Sheffield. She can really move the ball up the court. Great shot. She's only a 9th grader. All right, now with the ball for Watertown-Mayer, that's Libby Heilman. At the top of the key to number 5, Maggie Cesano. Heilman now drives nicely, gives it up over to number 11, Emma Ragnar. Her shot is off the mark. Rebound by Coley, ahead to Sheffield. Back to Coley at the top of the key. She looks underneath to number 23. That is Reagan Alexander, and she is fouled, and she hits the deck, and she will go to the line and shoot 2. Nice recognition there by number 32, Kendall Coley, keeping her head up when she had the ball in the backcourt and saw Reagan Alexander and hit her with the pass, which led to the foul and 2 shots. And we have a timeout on the court, which gives us a chance to look at how St. Louis Park has been doing this year. They are 7-4, as we said. They started out the season with 4 wins in a row. They beat Irondale at home. Then they beat Henry Sibley and South St. Paul on the road. They took care of Waconia. That's who we broadcasted. It wasn't Chaska, Waconia. Good team there out of Carver County as well. Then they lost to Fridley and on the road, and Minnehaha Academy, who has a good, strong team. Then they beat St. Anthony and Orono, lost to Hill Murray and Forest Lake, and then beat Blake on Wednesday. So at the line, Reagan Alexander. 4-2, and she makes the first one. And she'll get a second. Nice form backspin off the back of the rim, and oh boy, they called that off. The Orioles, from my angle, it's hard to tell. But Watertown-Mayer will now face the full court press, and we got a 1-3-1, or is it man-to-man? It looks like it's a 1-3-1 full court trap press. That's Sheffield. She'll try to come up, and they'll try to pinch her right at the half-court line. They get across. Number 14 there with it is Emma Moss for Watertown-Mayer, and it's taken away by number 31 for St. Louis Park, Shayla Miller. And we got a foul, a push on the Royals. That'll be their 3rd team foul, so it'll be a side out. There's the pass. And boy, I'm not sure I saw the foul there either. Got 3 refs out there. All right, Shayla Miller will throw it in. Cutting there with Sheffield. Now it's out on the top of the key to number 11. And the shot by 31, Shayla Miller. She is streaky shooter, just like Olsen is for the Orioles. Okay, the 1-3-1 trap press, and there is a push foul on Sheffield, number 3. That'll be her first second team foul. 9-5. Yeah, she kind of bumped into her there. So back on the court, number 11, Emma Ragnar, down low. That was a walk. Took an extra step. So lots of travels tonight by both sides. There's the down low pass. Yeah, she just couldn't get her feet set. So there's another turnover for Watertown-Mayer. Both teams might be a little rusty following the long holiday break. Kendall Coley now with the ball. Lead pass into traffic, doesn't work, and then it goes off the knee of the Royals, number 11, Emma Ragnar, and that is Shayla Miller now with it. Out to Kendall Coley. Over to Sheffield, number 3. Into the corner for Reagan Alexander. Nice move in the baseline, and she gets hacked. Oh, they call the travel. I can't believe it. My goodness. Let's see this thing. One step, and she just gets hit. There's no travel there. So this crew likes to call a lot of traveling. More traveling calls in this game so far than I think I've called all year last year, but that might just be the way this game is going to go. All right, again, full court press. They're trying to trap her right there. Watertown-Mayer, they're being very patient, but they got 10 seconds to get across the line, which they do. Nice bounce pass down low to Monica Susano, but she misses the short jump off the glass. Shayla Miller now with it. Down to Turk on the right side, and it goes off her shin and out of bounds. Another turnover. So both teams a little herky-jerky, a little rough out there. All right, here come the Watertown-Mayer Royals. Facing that press. So far they've been able to crack it, and they do again. That's number 12, Libby Heilman. And another turnover, and no foul called, but they're saying that St. Louis Park's Nelson was out of bounds, and yes, her foot was out of bounds. Nice call there by the ref. He was right on top of it, as you can see in the replay. So inbounds pass here. Top of the key to Heilman, and her shot off the mark. Nice box out there by Turek. She textbook there. Nice job by her. The ball came right to her. Nelson with a three-point shot. Beautiful looking shot, and now a 12-5, 7-point lead for the Orioles here. Watertown-Mayer trying to get the ball, and it's stolen by Turek. Over to number 11 for the Orioles, and she shoots. That's Taya Hayden. I didn't see the call there. Let's see. Oh, they called travel. I don't know if that was an extra step or not. It was close. Another traveling call. Turnover. Watertown-Mayer struggling to get any type of rhythm on offense at all here. Boy, picking up the ball there is a big mistake, but she gets out of it. And a nice drive by Heilman, and they needed some points there desperately. It's been a while since they had scored, and now St. Louis Park quickly down, and the drive by Olsen. And that's her second basket in a row, and she has 8 points of the 14 total for St. Louis Park. Below 10 minutes, and now that ball goes out of bounds. Number 3, that's Anna Rosa, Anna Rosa Oscarson, goes off her knee, turnover. There's a nice drive there by Libby Heilman, the sophomore guard for Watertown-Mayer. Okay, here comes number 15 for the Orioles. That's Sophie Ullman, not to confuse her with Lindsey Olsen. Olsen's and Ullman's, and there's Turek. Out to number 11, Hayden. Turek, oh no, that was Hayden with the shot, and another traveling call. Amazing how many traveling calls tonight. Interesting. Let's see. I don't think that was traveling. Must have been an in-service training for these refs on traveling calls that they gotta sharpen up on that stuff. So, okay, here comes Watertown-Mayer. One way that they're handling this press well is that they're very deliberate. Nice pass down below to Monica Shizano. And that's Watertown-Mayer's game right there. They got to get it down to that 6'2" center. Turek now drives the middle. Now she brings it out on top. Over to Olsen, and she drives with the left hand. Over to Kendall. Kendall shoots off the front of the rim. Rebound, Royals, number 12, Libby Heilman. And she brings it up the court. Over to the right side to Heilman. Cross court to number 13. That is Emma Moss, and her shot is off the mark. Rebound, Shayla Miller. Miller with it now. Crosses the line to Olsen, Miller, Coley, Kendall. Kendall Coley. Olsen now with it. Spin move, out top to Ullman. Quick pass down to Miller, up top to Kendall Coley. Nice ball movement by the Orioles here. And now they'll set it up a little bit more. Shayla Miller cuts to the other side of the lane, and Kendall Coley starts to drive her defender back to Olsen. And nice defense there by Watertown-Mayer. Oh, and they call a foul on, I think they called it on the Orioles' Lindsey Olsen. Or did they not? Nope, it's on Heilman for Watertown-Mayer. It was hard to see from my vantage point. And in now is Sheffield again. Out goes Kendall Coley. 5-point lead for the Orioles, and they have the ball. Out to Ullman. Over to Nelson, and she launches another 3 off the mark. Nice rebound there by Sheffield, and a pass to Turek, and she draws the foul. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. With 7:40 to go here. Watch that nice, quick little pass by Sheffield. She is fun to watch. Just a 9th grader. Boy, the St. Louis Park team has several 9th graders playing a lot. Joelle Sheffield is a 9th grader. Kendall Coley is a 9th grader. Reagan Alexander's a 9th grader. All getting plenty of minutes here in the first half. Turek at the line, she made the first one. There's the second, nicely done. Beautiful form there. 16-9 lead. Press still on. Last time when they played Waconia, when we were here, it was a man-to-man full court press, but this is more of a trapping zone type press. A 1-3-1, I think is what they call it. All designed to try to get the opponent to pick up the dribble just before the timeline, the midcourt line. Olsen, now she'll take a seat. She's having a nice night shooting. 8 points already. half the team total. That's number 13, Emma Moss for Watertown-Mayer, to number 11, Emma Ragnar. Heilman to Moss. Emma Moss now to Heilman. '13 is Emma Moss again. Nice bounce pass down low, outside to number 14. Her shot is off the mark. That was a nice play. 14's Emma Moss. Turek now drives and scores. She's got 4 consecutive points. And the press is back in play. Watertown-Mayer trying to break it with a quick inbounds pass. That's one way to do it. Nice pass there to number 12, Libby Heilman, and way off the mark. Now, big shot out there from Emma Ragnar, and she bounces it in for a 3, much needed by the Royals. 18-12 now. 6.5 minutes to go approximately. There's Ullman, and all alone underneath is Reagan Alexander, the 9th grader. She's 5'9", tall, or she's 5'11" or 5'9". I'll have to look that up. Lots of height out there at the guard position for the Orioles tonight. There's Sheffield now, trapping, gets by it. Watertown-Mayer down below, and the scoop shot is blocked by Shayla Miller. And substitutions now coming in for Watertown-Mayer. Monica Cesano is in, the 6'2" senior, and there's a nice drive there by Turek. 20-12, 8-point lead, their largest of the night here in the first half. Out to the top of the key, that's number 14, Emma Moss, down low to oh, what a nice block. Beautiful. Kendall Coley comes up big down low with a block. Great body control by her to not draw the foul. And then she runs it at the top of the key. There's Sheffield now, she drives, and she goes in, no foul on the contact. Strangely, not a lot of fouls being called by this group. That does make the game go a little quicker. All right, here's the press. Very deliberate. I'm very impressed by Watertown-Mayer. They have not turned the ball over on this press. I can't remember one time. They turned it over once they've broken the press, but not for the press. And there's a nice look down low to Monica Cesano, the 6'2" senior. They're gonna have to rely on her to stay in this match, no question about it. And there's Turek with a nice move, and that's her 6th point in a row. She's feeling it right now. Get her the ball again when someone's hot. Keep giving it to them. You can hear the coach, Arsenio Richardson, hollering from the sideline, go get him, go get him. And nice turnaround move by number 5, just into the game for Watertown-Mayer. And that is Maggie Cesano, the sister to her senior center right there, 15, and she will go to the line. Both those women are tall. And the lefty this is her 2nd 3-point opportunity of the night, and she misses the and 3, but Watertown gets the rebound, and they are just down 6, so they're hanging around. And the big shot from out on top by her sister, Monica Cesano, and we got a rebound, and a jump ball is called. Possession arrow goes to the Orioles. So on the miss, the Orioles will get it back. Just when Watertown-Mayer seem to be generating some momentum, they turn it over there. All right, here comes Sheffield, being guarded closely by Emma Ragnar for the Royals of Watertown-Mayer. Really good with the ball there is Sheffield. There's Turek. She's got all the last points, and there's Kendall Coley from outside, and she nails it. She was feeling it. Nice job there by the freshman, the 9th grader. Boy, she can play everywhere. Down low, at the point, out on the wing, and big stop and pop by number 14, Emma Moss. And we got a whistle and a foul called on number 11 for the Royals. That's Emma Ragnar. That's the 6th team foul for them. So the next foul by Watertown will means the Orioles are in the bonus. See how that plays in the final result here. Now the Orioles with now a 9-point lead suddenly, and the ball, their largest of the evening. Shayla Miller now to Kendall Coley, back to Miller. Royals moving well. Ullman out on the three-point land, just spins out, and another foul called, this time on Ullman, number 15. That's her first, team's fourth foul. So they still have 3 to give before they're in the bonus, and now into the match is number 12 for the Royals, Libby Heilman. She'll throw it in and try to break this press once again. That's Heilman now behind the dribble, and she had to let it go, and there's their first turnover that the press has caused. Kendall Coley steps up, pops off the mark, rebound underneath by Reagan Alexander, and she puts it in, and now it's an 11-point lead, and that brings some of the fans to their feet here at St. Louis Park's Gymnasium. Now down low to Emma Ragnar. Her shot lost, nicely saved by Monica Shizano, showing her ability to move with that 6'2" frame, and she does a nice move underneath and scores, and they're gonna call that foul and count it for a possible 3-point play. Watch this sequence. She keeps her pivot foot, steps right between the defenders, and just muscles that ball up using her size. Nicely done, Monica Shizano. Brings the Royals within 9 now. We've got 3 minutes, 15 seconds to go. She's averaging 26.5 points a game. Not surprising. Not a lot of girls out there 6'2", and there's a turnover by the Royals. So now the Orioles have it with a 9-point lead. And we've got a timeout on the floor. St. Louis Park with a 9-point lead. 3:11 to go here, first half. Looking at the St. Louis Park schedule coming up after tonight's match, they've got a home game next Tuesday. They host Robbinsdale Cooper, and now they're really going to get into conference play. Watertown-Mayer is in a smaller class of schools, just meaning the population is lower. There's the upcoming schedule on your screen. So they got Watertown-Mayer, and then they've got Robbinsdale Cooper, the beginning of conference play next Tuesday. Then next Friday, a week from tonight, they're at Chanhassen. Then they host Chaska on the 16th. I think that's the following Tuesday. Then they're at Richfield, and then they host Bloomington Jefferson on the 23rd. Okay, play underway again here. Just about 3 minutes to go, first half. That's Shayla Miller being guarded closely now by Libby Heilman. Down to Ullman, nice recognition, gets it out to Olsen. Will she nail it? No, off the mark. Rebound goes to number 11, Hayden, and comes out to Olsen. She'll shoot again, not shy. She nails her third 3 of the evening. She's got 11 for the night. And the Orioles have their largest lead at 12. 2:43 to go. Watertown-Mayer gets it in quickly, not allowing St. Louis Park to get their press set up. Good strategy to beat that press. And pass errant. Mayer comes away with it. Ragnar out to Heilman. Heilman now being guarded by Hayden. And inside, gets her own rebound, is Shizano, and she puts it down. Cuts the lead to 10. Here comes Shayla Miller now on the right side, crosses the timeline. Possession arrow favors the Royals right now. There is the look down to Reagan Alexander, and broken up nicely by Ragnar for the Royals. And she has the ball at the timeline. 1:50 to go here, first half. Chance to cut the lead to single digits, and that ball, unfortunately, is way off the mark. Nice lead pass to Hayden by Miller, and blocked by number 14, Emma Moss. What a sequence that was by both sides. Well played. Here's Ullman now to Olsen. She's got her third 3. Look at that shot. Beautiful. Nicely done by her. Inbounds pass now, Shayla Miller. And Olsen being guarded closely now by Emma Moss. They really need to put someone on Olsen at all times if they want to get back in this match. Defensively, the Royals do, I'm saying. There's Turk from the 3-point line. Off the mark, rebound. Heilman, she has the ball. Being guarded by Ullman. Brings it on the right side, behind the back dribble. Now at the top of the key, brings it to the left side. And Ullman comes away with the steal and does. Out of bounds on the Royals. Great defense there by Sophie Ullman. Here's that last play. Turek shot off the mark. Rebound. Okay, substitutions now. Kendall Coley back in. Hayden for the Orioles will take a seat. Minute and 10 to go. And yeah, they've got Heilman now putting a little more pressure on the ball. Change of strategy there for the Royals. Kendall Coley now gives it up to Olsen. Yeah, the defense is tightening up by the Mayer Royals. And nice block there by Turek on Kendall Coley, coming way out from underneath to get that block. The 6'2" versus the 5'9" Kendall Coley. That was good action right there. Okay, here comes Ragnar with the point guard. Looking for an opening. She turns around, stops, and pops and nails it. That's a two-pointer, though, however. But that brings the total, and the lead now is cut to 8. So Watertown-Mayer, they're not going away quietly. We're at 25 seconds, no shot clock, so we'll see if the Orioles hold the ball for a last shot. Not exactly. Olsen fires her 4th 3 of the night. She's got 14. Almost half of all the points for the Orioles. We're down to 8 seconds now. Ragnar with it. Goes off the screen. Heilman takes a big shot off the mark. And that will do it. Your halftime score from St. Louis Park is 33-22. Come back for the second half for ParkTV 16 Sports. We'll see you at the second half.
Introducing a breakthrough in time management technology. A whole new day of the week. It's called Someday. Ingenious. Perhaps someday you were going to go skydiving. Enter a hot dog eating contest. Maybe ride a mechanical bull. Now, it's on the calendar. You may want to retire someday. Ready for that? You'll really want this. A My Social Security account at socialsecurity.gov. You can estimate your future benefits, plan for your retirement, and how to save for it. If you already receive benefits, you can manage them online. Millions of people already have a My Social Security account. In fact, someone opens one about every 6 seconds. Get yours today, because someday is here at socialsecurity.gov.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to St. Louis Park Gymnasium at St. Louis Park High School. ParkTV 16 Sports here. I'm Robert Christensen bringing you the play-by-play. We're about to begin the second half. St. Louis Park has an 11-point lead. They'll be going from our left to our right. And Watertown-Mayer will start out with the ball, and that is Miss Shizano. Number 5 for Watertown-Mayer. Her first name is Maggie. Her older sister, number 25, is the 6'2" senior center down below. And so we got a whistle and the ball out of bounds here. Just beginning the second half. The story has been that woman guarding number 11, Ragnar. Number 14 is Lindsey Olsen with the headband. She has 4 3-pointers in the first half and a deuce to go along with it. 16 points, dominating shooting the ball tonight and responsible for their 11-point lead. And so the turnover gives the ball back to the Orioles early here in the first half. That is Shayla Miller bringing the ball up the court over the timeline, being guarded by Maggie Shizano. She gives it off to the left side to Olsen. That's Kendall Coley, drives with the left hand. Ooh, just off the rim. Rebound Shizano. Gives it up to her sister, Maggie Shizano. Over to the left side to number 14, that's Emma Moss. Down low to Shizano, and she off the mark underneath. They're gonna need her to make those shots more often than not if they're gonna win this game or stay close. Shayla Miller now, over to Coley. Big, long 3-pointer, off the mark. Turk fights the rebound. Kendall Coley tries to save it, and out of bounds to the Royals. There's the replay. Yeah, her foot maybe just touched. Wow, and it did go off the Mayer player. That would have been a brilliant play had she just gotten it off her hand before stepping out of bounds. Okay, on the left side, Heilman off the mark. Or that's Emma Moss, excuse me. Now, Ullman, Sophie drives, shoots, and scores. First 2 points for the Orioles at 35-22. And the nice shot there by Kendall Coley. Or no, that's Shizano, excuse me. So she gets her first 2 points of the second half. It's really gonna be her versus Olsen tonight. They're the 2 leading scorers on both sides. Okay, Kendall Coley, big shot, almost blocked by Shizano. I think she altered the shot. Good defense by her, and here come the Royals, just down 11. Over to the right side to number 10, Knutson. To the right side, Turek. Turek now driving on the left side, being guarded closely by Heilman. Kendall Coley shoots again and off the mark. So she's cold here in the second half, 0 for 3 to start the second half. With the old adage, you just keep shooting because she is a good shooter. It'll start to come around. On the left side, that's Maggie Shizano, number 5. To the top of the key, number 10, Knutson. To the right side, Ragnar. Big 3-point shot. Brings a big round of applause from her head coach, John Rosholt. And here come the Orioles now with just now a 6-point lead, and they missed that shot. So their cold shooting has Arsenio Richardson a little exasperated there. Here comes Ragnar, nice crossover dribble and the screen there by number 10, Knutson, and we got a foul away from the basket on the dribbler, and that's gonna be on number 31, I think, Shayla Miller. Her second personal foul, first team foul the second half, so it'll be a side out to the Royals. Ragnar will throw it in. Down low to Shizano, and great defense by Ullman. I don't know how Shizano missed that. She was right underneath with Ullman on her back and just didn't make the shot. Mayer's gonna have to do better, or Watertown-Mayer's gonna have to do better at that if they're gonna get more back into this game, but they're just down 6, so off to a good start here, second half. Shayla Miller now wheels around, over to Olsen. And it looks like Watertown-Mayer's defense, they're coming out of their shell. They're really pressuring the ball, and they're really coming out from the, before they were much more of a cocoon down low, and that is making a difference in another turnover by Ullman. So St. Louis Park is not used to the pressure. Richardson, based on that turnover, is gonna make a change here and bring in Sheffield. Out comes Shayla Miller. So Sheffield, the very sure-handed ball handler. Passes it in now, and now here's the full court press. But I don't think all the Orioles were on the same page that they were gonna be doing that, and it's a different type of press. It's just Sheffield one-on-one, full court, man-to-man, and Ragnar stops and pops off the mark. Rebound Sheffield, and she brings the ball down the court, being guarded closely by Knutson, and she gets fouled. A push on Knutson, I believe that's gonna be, yep, on Knutson. There's the push right there. Yeah, you can see, and she tripped her, actually with her foot. Just stuck it right out there. So that is Watertown-Mayer's first team foul, and missed there by Richardson for the Orioles, Reagan Alexander. So really cold shooting here by the Orioles. I think they only have 2 points here in the first approximately 5 minutes of the second half. And that is the story of the second half. It's allowed Watertown-Mayer to get back into this match. Just down 6. That's Ullman. She's been working hard there. Second half, she'll take a breather. In now is Hayden, number 11. You can see her in your screen on the right side. So there's Sheffield now. Nice behind the back dribble. Boy, she is really good to watch. Gets bumped there. Kind of throws an elbow, and that leads to a turnover. And here comes Maggie Shizano on the left side. And she drives, and no foul called. Misses, rebound, another miss. Rebound by her older sister Shizano. Monica, the senior 6'2" center, brings Watertown-Mayer within 4, and they do have a nice contingent. You can see the stands at the top of the screen as the camera spans the court. Nice contingent from Watertown-Mayer here, cheering on their home team. All right, there's Sheffield now with it, and they are getting excited here. Just down 4, and off the rim. That's going to be an over and back. Nope, they call it off Watertown-Mayer. And boy, frustrated there was Libby Heilman playing great defense. She thought she had the over and back turnover. And there's a foul on number 5, Shizano. She knew it, yeah, and that's just a perfect example about how Watertown-Mayer really up the pressure here on defense. Look at that nice behind the back dribble. So smooth and natural. Yeah, it did. Yep, it went off the knee of Monica, or yeah, Maggie Shizano. So good call by the referee. All right, throwing it in is Hayden. Guarded there by number 3, that's Shelby Mueller, 5'7" sophomore. First time we've seen her in here tonight with the ponytail. And a big shot by Kendall Coley. She's now, the 4th shot, finally finds her range. And if St. Louis Park starts warming up, they could get a 10-point lead here real fast once again, and they're up by 7. Man-to-man defense. Both teams playing high-pressure man-to-man defense, the way basketball should be played. And there is a steal by Hayden, just into the game. She looks, oh, dangerous pass, gets away with it. Now Shayla Miller looks down low to Reagan Alexander, and she shoots. She's fouled. She makes the shot. She'll go to the line and shoot the and 1 for a possible 3-point play, and suddenly St. Louis Park is now up by 9 with the chance to go up by 10. So after all that work by Watertown-Mayer, they suddenly look at the scoreboard with approximately 11 and a half minutes to go, and they're looking at another 10-point deficit after pulling within 4 points there for a moment. And there is Reagan Alexander, the 9th grader, also a volleyball player for the Orioles, as is Kendall Coley, who gets the rebound. Out to Shayla Miller, back to Coley, over to Hayden. Back to Coley at the top of the key to Miller. She drives, gives it up to Reagan Alexander. She can't handle the pass, goes out of bounds, turnover. Ball to the Royals. And that is number 11, Elma Ragnar. Down across court to number 3, Mueller. 14 is Moss. Moss now with it, being guarded by Olsen. Olsen has yet to score here in the second half. She put up 16 in the first. There's Shizano, gives it up to number 14, drains it. Emma Moss, big 3 for Watertown-Mayer. You can see all the blue jerseys across the way in the stands there, here for Watertown-Mayer. And there's Olsen's first shot, and she nails it. What an answer. That's demoralizing if you're a Royals fan to see that go up. She's got, in my best count, I think she's got 19 on the night. That is stellar. And now the turnover, and the turnover back off the mark, and Shizano puts it in, the 6'2" senior. 43-40, ball quickly down. Hayden, her pass, off the mark, turnover, Orioles. Boy, when they have a double-digit lead, they gotta kind of slow it down, milk the clock just a little. Look at that nice shot there by Olsen from deep in the corner. Look at that look on her face, very proud of that. It's gotta feel good when you can shoot like that. And there, now they've got the trap, full court press. Watertown-Mayer beats it. Big shot by Mueller, off the mark. She gets her own rebound, blocked by Olsen. Out of bounds to the Royals. That looked like the appropriate call. Here's the rebound. Ooh, did she get her on the arm? She may have after the shot. Got away with a foul there. maybe. All right. Shot in the corner off the mark. That was Emma Ragnar, captain. Now the pass. Boy, in St. Louis Park is just misfiring here in the second half. They were much more accurate with those types of passes, being aggressive. There's a beautiful shot by number 14, Emma Moss for Watertown-Mayer. And now into the game is number 10, that's Grace Knutson, another co-captain. Knutson is a 5'6" senior for the Royals, and now here is that 1-3-1 trap full court press by the Orioles that we saw in the first half. So Shizano, Maggie ahead to number 14, Moss. Moss down low to Shizano. Monica almost turns it over, and oh, three-point call. I don't know about that. Lane violation called on number 10, Grace Knutson, but that's good for the Orioles. Now they're up 7. 9:29 to go. You can see the clock in the lower left corner of your screen. Now Kendall Coley. Coley with it. Down low to Ullman, and nice recognition by Coley. And the relatively diminutive Ullman scores, even though they've got the 6'2" senior Shizano down low. How Ullman can get away with that is sort of mind-boggling. You want to put their 6'2" senior center down there at all times to stop that kind of stuff. And the drive, and we got a traveling call on Maggie Shizano, number 5. I think she knew it there. Here, look at that nice recognition, and just puts it right in. And I don't see where the 6'2" center senior is. She was way out of the screen or at the top of the key. Not sure why she's down there. And I would almost play a zone defense against these, a matchup zone defense against the Orioles if I was Watertown-Mayer. That would keep the 6'2" senior center down close to the basket where she should be to stop those smaller guards from driving and getting easy layups like that. All right, here comes now Maggie Shizano. She's taller in her own right, and intercepted by Coley. Now Hayden with it, one-on-one. Will she take it the distance? And nope, they call a charge. Shizano got position according to the ref. Let's see if we got a replay on that. Did she get her feet set and were her shoulders square? That's the answer right there. No, bad call. That was a bad call. Her right foot was not set. The referee was a little screen, but that's what he's got to be looking for. So Orioles get the short end of the stick on that call. But they have a 9-point lead, 8 minutes to go. Big shot in and out by number 14, Moss. Rebound, though, by Shizano. She is having a hard time making those shots, and a shot, and out of bounds. No foul called. Very frustrating if you're a Mayer. Look at that, right underneath and being harassed by both Olsen and Reagan Alexander. They do a nice job just distracting the tall 6'2" center. Hayden shoots off the mark, just out, in and out of the rim. Rebound goes to the Royals. Down to 7.5 minutes. Emma Ragnar crosses the timeline. Oh, and she gets her pocket picked there by Hayden, and she comes down. Oh, they call the foul. I think she may have gotten all ball. Wow, what a steal that was. Look at that. Quick hands, takes it in. Let's see if there's a foul here from our angle. With her left hand, maybe. Yep, she touched her with her left hand. Yep, that was where the foul was. Good call by the referee. So, at the line is Taya Hayden, senior guard. And her first shot, good. 10-point lead now. There's Taya Hayden, senior, averaging 9.6 per game. She's played in 8 games so far this year, and she makes the pair of free throws, 11-point lead, and the 1-3-1 trap press, full court trap press is in play again. On the right side, Mayer crosses the timeline. That's Maggie Shizano, drives left, almost turns it over there with the travel. And big shot out from top is Emma Ragnar. Rebound, number 10, Knutson makes the shot, and we have a timeout on the floor. 9-point lead by the Orioles. Look at that. Nice looking drive and layup by Grace Knutson for the Watertown-Mayer Royals. So as we were saying, and looking even farther down the line, this is the last, I think, non-conference game for, well, there's the regular season standings of the Metro West Girls Varsity Conference. No one's played a conference game yet. I think conference play starts this Tuesday, at least for the Orioles, and then it's all conference play all the time to the end of the year. St. Louis Park holds on. They'll go to 8-4. So these are all non-conference win-loss records. I'm surprised to see that Chaska is 1-9. They are usually a basketball powerhouse. Richfield 3-6. Robbinsdale Cooper looks like they're off to a great start at 8-2. The big high school Bloomington Jefferson just 5-4. Chanhassen usually strong in other sports, 2-7. And then you got Benilde St. Margaret's there, 8-2 after St. Louis Park. And Bloomington Kennedy, the East Siders of Bloomington at 7-3. So those are your three top teams, or four top teams there going forward into the conference. And of course, the Highway 100 rivals, Benilde St. Margaret's, has a good team. So that game, when that comes up, will be a 1-2 watch to attend, or maybe we'll be bringing it to you here on ParkTV 16 Sports on location. Okay, play underway. 7 minutes to go in the match right now. And we got a whistle, and out of bounds to the Orioles. Turek will throw it in. On the court for the Orioles is Ullman, Hayden, Olsen, and Reagan Alexander. Into Ullman. She drives. Nice bounce pass to Reagan Alexander, and her shot is off the mark. Rebound. Shizano to her sister Shizano. To the right side. That's Knutson. Maggie Shizano now with it. Brings it to the top of the key. She'll operate from there. Drives the right side. Comes back to the middle. Gives it up to number 11. Emma Ragnar off the mark. In and out. Mayer's, a lot of in and out shots for them. Oh, big 3-point shot there. Tia Hayden drains the three. And now a 12-point lead coming up on 6 minutes to go. That is a spirit breaker if you are a Royal fan. And that ball, air ball off the mark. Oh, what a save! My goodness, just as I'm starting to write the obituary on the Royals, look what happens is Monica Shizano makes it out, and now we have another turnover by the Royals. Stops and pops, and in it goes by number 14, Emma Musk. Boy, that just tells you, just when you think things are going one way, it turns real quick, and now the lead is only 8 for the Orioles after 2 turnovers and 2 buckets by the Royals. And there, Hayden over to Turek, and she nails a 3. 2 threes in a row. You can't beat that. Timeout, St. Louis Park. Look at this. What a nice pass there. Around the defender, and wide open is Turek. And calmly drains the 3 for another 11-point lead for St. Louis Park. Watch this save. Bang, air ball, and she stays in bounds, and she did get rid of it before her foot went down, and saved it right to her teammate Grace Knutson, who puts it in. That was incredible. What an effort there by Monica Shizano, captain for the Watertown-Mayer Royals. So we still have a good game here. St. Louis Park has pretty much led from early on. They may have been down by 1 or 2 in the single digits very early on, but they've pretty much led all the way and haven't been seriously threatened. Early here in the second half they were. So they were back underway here, 5:28 to go. And that's Maggie Shizano 1-3-1 trap press, not as aggressive as it was in the first half. They were coming across the timeline to try to trap them. Now they're not doing that as much. And they don't want to foul the Royals and get them to the line. That's where they can get points, and the clock is their biggest enemy as well. And there, the ball is taken away by Turek, and she's got a breakaway. And she gets fouled, and she will shoot two. Number 14 came from behind Emma Moss. That is not a bad foul if you're a Royals fan. Make them work for it at the line. Stops the clock. Yep, got her with the hip on her shoulder. Good foul there. Turek, first shot, nails it. The Orioles make their free throws the rest of the way. They should have no problem wrapping up this game. Jordan Turek, there's her stats, just a sophomore, played in 11 games, 12.5 points per game is her average, and she trades both of those. She's had a big night. We don't have the point totals, those types of immediate stats available to us, but I think she's got at least her average, if not a little bit more tonight. She shot very well. All right, bringing the ball across the timeline, Emma Ragnar. And that is kicked out of bounds. Nice defense there by Kendall Coley. All right, Knutson gives it up to Shizano. Down low to her sister Shizano, and she makes the two and gets the foul, and she'll go to the line for a possible three-point play. Nice recognition, perfect pass down to the post like that, and this time she gets it in there over Olsen. Olsen will now take a seat. There she is. Boy, she's had a great scoring night. Almost all of her points coming in the first half, however. But she must have, I think, 19 at least, and maybe 20 or 21. Okay, Shizano makes the and one, 10-point lead, so they're not out of it with 4:41 to go, but they need to generate a few turnovers and convert on the other end if they want to get back and really threaten to win this game. On the left side to Shayla Miller. She drives the lane, puts it up off the rim. Rebound Shizano. Gives it up to Emma Ragnar. Ragnar now brings it up. No pressure this time by the Orioles. She crosses the timeline. Seems to be taking her time, even though down 10 with less than 5 minutes to go. There's the 6'2 Shizano. Monica, not to be confused with Maggie, number 5, who's also on the court. And Knutson looking and tries to shoot over the much taller Kendall Coley, and they call her for the foul. From my vantage point, it was hard to see what that was for. She definitely looks chagrined. Look at that, nice look in there from before. So the free throw is missed by the Royals. They need to make their free throws if they want to get back in, down by 10 with 4:02 to go. And that one is all the way in. Nothing but net. 9-point lead for the Orioles. Down to Ullman. Being guarded closely by Knutson now. And they call the foul on Knutson. So this is what it's going to be. If the Orioles make their free throws, they should cruise to victory. But if they don't, although that's going to be, let's see, they're not quite in the bonus yet. That is the 16th foul for, there's the replay there. Clearly she got hacked by Knutson. Ullman that was. So next foul will be a one-on-one situation for the Royals, which is really what they need because they need to get the ball back. And the best way to do that is to hope that they foul, center the free throw line, and they miss the free throw underneath, and there's a missed shot by Hayden. Rebound, Monica Shizano, and here comes number 11, Emma Ragnar. Less than 3.5 to play. Down low to the taller Monica. Now she's starting to get into her groove, and she now cuts the lead to just 7. Kendall Coley now at the top of the key. There is no shot clock, so there's really no hurry here for the Orioles. There you can see Richardson, the coach, standing right behind Coley. He's walking, pacing back and forth. I think he's telling him to kind of slow it down. Shayla Miller comes up there, and no foul by either side of the contact. Turnover by the Orioles. And here come the Watertown-Mayer Royals, trying to cut the lead. Monica Shizano blocked by Coley. Ball recovered by Hayden. Tied up by the Royals. Possession arrow for the Royals. Another turnover by the Orioles. So Watertown-Mayer catches a break. They desperately need to shoot and score each time down if they want to tighten this game up. Good high school action here from St. Louis Park. ParkTV 16 Sports, happy to bring it to you all. Okay, shot is blocked. Kendall Coley has it. She's coming down the court. Boy, the Orioles, they only know one way to go, and that is full speed, which is not a bad thing necessarily. But now is a good time just to sort of take your time a little bit, not be too cautious, which is difficult to do. And yeah, nice timeout there taken by Richardson, the coach for St. Louis Park. Talk it over, the strategy, 2.5 minutes to go. Game still somewhat up in the air, and he wants to talk it over. There's the Watertown-Mayer bench. Coach scratching his head, trying to think what he can do. They need to generate turnovers and score baskets. So here's Watertown-Mayer's upcoming schedule for the Royal fans in our TV land area. There you can see at St. Louis Park, and then it looks like their conference schedule will start with Mound Westonka at home, and then at Annandale, then Glencoe Silver Lake, Litchfield, Eden Valley Watkins, Dassel Cokato, and New London Spicer. So those are all western central Minnesota schools and towns, so that's a strong area for sports. The conferences have changed a lot over the years. I can remember I played in the Suburban West Conference in the early 80s for Shakopee High School. Mount Westonka was in our conference. Hutchinson was in our conference. Glencoe was in our conference. Orono was in our conference. Chaska. So it's changed a lot over the years as schools grow. Shakopee was just a town of 9,000 people when I went there. Now it's 49,000 people. So big differences as our communities evolve through the years. So okay, we're out of the timeout. We're coming back. It's 55-48. Orioles with the ball. 7-point lead. Let's see how their strategy plays out here. Kendall Coley now with it. Over to Olsen. Down low to Shayla Miller. And boy, they called that play out of the huddle, and it worked perfectly. And they don't convert. Watch that. Look at that great camera angle. Oh, and what a block there. Beautifully done by Mayer. They are not done yet. No press now by the Orioles. Interesting to note that. Olsen now comes out. So they must have put a substitute in for defensive purposes. Didn't quite see who came in for her. All right, here comes Watertown-Mayer. Nearing 2 minutes to go. Driving is Ragnar. Off the side of the backboard. She finds Grace Knutson, who shoots it and it bounces in. 5-point lead now for the Orioles. Much tighter. 2 minutes to go right now. And here comes Kendall Coley. Possession arrow favors the Orioles. Keep that in mind as we wind down here. Ooh, Kendall Coley almost turned it over the double dribble. And timeout. No, taken by Richardson, the head coach for St. Louis Park. So this game is tightening up. The smaller school, Watertown-Mayer, hanging around. Orioles have not been able to bury them, even though they were up by 12. I think was their largest lead in the second or first half. Good crowd on hand here. You can see the density of the folks enjoying great high school girls basketball here. And ParkTV 16 Sports is proud to bring it to you as we bring many different sports. Tomorrow we will be broadcasting from Minnetonka, and the St. Louis Park girls hockey will be playing. I'm not sure who they're playing. I don't know if Paul, our producer, do you know St. Louis Park? They will be playing Edina tomorrow. I don't know if we'll be bringing you that live. Is that going to be live or on tape delay? That will not be live, but go to ParkTV.org or YouTube. You can watch any of these broadcasts all year long at any time you want. And we've got high quality cameras here, high quality production, and it's a lot of fun to watch these high school kids play sports. Especially, we usually bring you St. Louis Park, Groves Academy, and Benilde St. Margaret matches and all the different sports. both boys and girls, and it's a lot of fun to bring it to you, and we hope you're enjoying it here on a cold Friday night in Minneapolis. The temps are going to warm up here in a day or two, or that's what they're telling us, so we're looking forward to that. Okay, play underway right now. Shayla Miller throws it into Kendall Coley, and ooh, they called a foul. I thought it might be a travel, but nope. Quick foul there by number 12, Libby Heilman, and that's not a bad foul. They need to get the ball back, and the clock stays at 1:46, so Kendall Coley will go to the line. And it really is a free throw shooting contest as far as the Orioles are concerned. They make their free throws, they win the game. Unless Watertown-Mayer gets super hot from three-point land. Quiet jam, nicely done by the freshman. Cool as a cucumber. For a ninth grader, very impressive. Bends her knees nicely. Yeah, that's, oh, just a little bit of hope. It's just a two-possession game here. 2 3-point shots with no answer by the Orioles, and we got us a tie game here. Shazano almost throws it away. Nicely done by Emma Ragnar. Great athletic play for her to keep it in play. Almost a fatal turnover for the Mayer Royals. And that's Maggie Shazano, and timeout. You can hear head coach John Rosholt call timeout, so probably not a bad timeout. Watertown-Mayer was having a difficult time, I think, getting their offense underway. So there's still plenty of time at 1:22 to go. There's how you find us on YouTube. Go to www.youtube.com/user/SLP Cable, and you can find all our broadcasts, probably going back several years. All the sports. We bring you football, girls and boys soccer, girls volleyball, boys and girls basketball for all 3 high schools in the St. Louis Park city. And I'm willing to tell you that St. Louis Park has the best television options. They have several channels. They bring everything to their constituents in the city of St. Louis Park. Really well done. All right, we're about ready to begin. Ragnar will throw it in, number 11. Let's see what Rosholt has drawn up for his girls varsity basketball team. Over to the left side, Ragnar, wide open 3, off the mark. Boy, they needed to make that. Shayla Miller with the rebound, brings it across the timeline. Knutson encouraging her players, and she comes up and pushes Shayla Miller, and she had to do that. You got to stop the clock. 1:01 to go. Orioles got to make free throws. In fact, if they can just make one, it turns it into a 3-possession game. It's huge if they can just make one here. Giant, actually. All right, substitutions now coming in. Shelby Mueller. Out comes the 6'2" senior center. I am not sure why they're taking her out. What the heck? And now she's going to come right back in. Not clear on that one. Big free throw there made by Shayla Miller. Okay, now she can come back in. But on the miss, she would not have been able to come back in unless they called timeout. So a little bit of a risk there taken by Coach Rosholt for Mayer. And Shayla Miller nails the 2. Nicely done. Pressure free throws by just the sophomore Shayla Miller. Boy, the future looks bright for St. Louis Park girls basketball. And down below, nicely done. Pass by... And here come the Watertown-Mayer. Now they're pressing for the very first time, and they're fouling. That's done by number 12 for Watertown. That's Libby Heilman. And that's her 3rd personal. So it'll be 1 and 1 for Ullman. Nice shot there by Libby Heilman as well. So Ullman's got to keep the free throw train going here. And she does. 3 straight free throws in a row by St. Louis Park. These are clutch shots under high pressure. Well done by these girls. That's 4 in a row. Nicely done by Ullman. Ice in her veins. Here comes Watertown-Mayer. 39 seconds to go. Monica gets it over. And the underhanded shot there by number 14, Emma Moss. And that does not go in, and we got a whistle and a foul called, and another 1-and-1 opportunity for the St. Louis Park Orioles. They got an 8-point lead with just a tad under 30 seconds to go, and Shayla Miller at the line. She just was there where she drained 2 with an opportunity for 2 more, and look at that nice free throw form. She bends the knees, and you do it the same way every time. Dribble, dribble, bend the knees, same rhythm, in. That's exactly how you do it. Well done. St. Louis Park free throw shooting. 6 in a row. And they're gonna cruise to victory. Shizano gets it out to number 12. Heilman off the mark, rebound, goes to Turek for St. Louis Park, and she is fouled. Quickly. Oh, they called a jump ball. Possession arrow to the Orioles. Oh, Watertown-Mayer would have preferred the foul and a shooting opportunity or free throw opportunity for the Orioles. So, and they're not even going to press with 14 seconds to go. Pretty much conceding the game. I think we're going to end at 62-52 here. 6 seconds to go. They're not fouling. Yep, that'll do it. St. Louis Park, well done. Hard-fought match here. They win by 10. They go to 8-4. They're going to be playing next Tuesday. So I'm Robert Christensen for Paul Broden, our producer, and everyone connected with ParkTV 16 Sports on location. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Have a great night.